I'm from Burkina Faso. One would wonder why bringing somebody from Burkina to chair the Rwanda Atomic Energy Board. But that's the Pan-Africanism and the leadership and vision that President Kagame is sharing with you all.
Nothing was announced in Brussels. No summit in Paris. Just a quiet handshake between Kigali and Ouagadougou. Africa is rewriting its energy future, far from the traditional corridors of power. The agreement between Rwanda's President Paul Kagame and Burkina Faso's Captain Ibrahim Traoré was more than a treaty. It was a declaration of intent. It signaled a shift. African problems met with African solutions, funded by African resources. For decades, major African initiatives were unveiled under Western eyes, with outsiders setting the terms. This alliance was born from direct dialogue. Two leaders, different journeys, one vision: self-sufficiency. The handshake, firm and unceremonious, captured their approachless talk: more action. Africa is rich in energy resources, yet remains the world's most energy-poor continent. The Traoré Kagame pact aims to break this cycle, not by waiting for external saviors, but by forging a new model of cooperation. This is about changing mindsets, unlocking Africa's potential by its own people, for its own people. The pivotal meeting took place on a humid afternoon in Kigali, not in a palace, but a discreet guest house, intentionally low-key, away from the international spotlight. Captain Traoré's delegation arrived quietly, framing the visit as a working session. The agenda was focused. Security, yes, but energy was the core. Kagame shared Rwanda's journey in diversifying energy, while Traoré spoke of Burkina Faso's urgent need for stable power. This was not donor and recipient, but partners identifying synergies. Months of technical groundwork meant the leaders finalized a concrete action plan: technology transfer, joint training, and shared financing. The quiet meeting in Kigali didn't make global headlines, but its impact is echoing across Africa. President Kagame and Captain Traoré represent different models of African leadership, united by a drive for transformation. Kagame rebuilt Rwanda from tragedy, focusing on technology and efficiency, turning methane from Lake Kivu into power, investing in hydropower and geothermal, and raising electricity access from 6% to over 75%. For him, energy is the engine of independence. Traoré, facing insecurity and energy poverty in Burkina Faso, sees energy as sovereignty. With vast uranium reserves but little electricity, he's betting on nuclear power to industrialize and secure his nation. Their partnership is symbiotic. Rwanda brings technical expertise and a proven model. Burkina Faso brings resources and bold ambition. Together they fuse pragmatism and audacity. Rwanda can help manage grids and renewables. Burkina Faso can provide large-scale power for the region. This alliance is a blueprint for African-led transformation. It's a powerful fusion of experience and vision. Three technologies anchor this alliance: geothermal, nuclear, and grid sharing. Geothermal taps the Earth's heat, Rwanda's specialty, providing clean, constant power. Nuclear, Burkina Faso's path, uses uranium to generate vast, carbon-free electricity, ideal for industry, but demanding in safety and investment. Grid sharing is the game changer, connecting national networks to balance supply and demand. An interconnected grid is like energy insurance, says Ben Okoro, West African power pool engineer. If Rwanda's hydropower dips, it can draw from Burkina Faso's nuclear plant, and vice versa. This synergy creates a stable, efficient system. The pact isn't just about building plants, it's about designing a smart, integrated energy future. Rwanda's renewables balance the grid, Burkina Faso's nuclear powers industry. By sharing, they optimize resources and ensure reliable electricity for millions. This is a new model: complementary technologies, working in harmony. It's not just power, it's a foundation for Africa's rise. The Kigali-Ouagadougou Pact is revolutionary in its vision and scope. The Rwanda-Burkina Faso alliance promises transformation, starting with electricity access. Burkina Faso's electrification rate is just 20%. The alliance aims for 60% by 2035. For millions, this means light refrigeration and opportunity. Reliable energy powers industries, creates jobs, and boosts productivity. A stable grid will fuel factories, tech hubs, and small businesses. Clean energy, geothermal and nuclear means growth without climate cost. The alliance could save billions in fossil fuel imports and create a healthier environment. Over 2,000 megawatts of new capacity are planned enough to power millions of homes and businesses. Lower costs, more investment, and better public services will follow. This is a foundational investment energy access driving a cycle of development and well-being. After the pact's announcement, Western capitals were silent. No congratulations, no press releases. This isn't oversight, it's discomfort. For decades, the West financed Africa's big projects. Now, Africans are leading. The alliance challenges old roles and raises concerns, especially about nuclear in the Sahel and Burkina Faso's new partners. Western institutions are watching, skeptical about the alliance's ability to deliver without their backing. But this silence is a miscalculation. Africa is diversifying partners and asserting autonomy. The quiet from the West is itself a loud message. Africa is charting its own course. The pact isn't meant to stand alone, it's a model for a new energy map in West and Central Africa. Plans include interconnection with neighbors, creating a corridor from the Great Lakes to the Sahel. Mali and Niger are logical next partners, sharing energy deficits and a desire for independence. A unified grid could power 60 million people, stabilize economies, and counter extremism. The alliance's framework, joint regulation, training, financing is designed for easy expansion. Each new member strengthens the system, creating a network effect. This could reconfigure regional geopolitics, attracting investment and building a self-reliant bloc. The outlines of a new, empowered African bloc are being drawn. Energy security as the foundation for peace and prosperity. To see the alliance's impact, listen to the people. In Rwanda, Maria Mukeshimana's tailoring business now thrives with stable power, her children study at night, food stays fresh, and hope grows. In Ouagadougou, Adama Ouedraogo, a nuclear physics student, is part of the first-generation training to run Burkina Faso's future plants. For me, the future is here. We're building it ourselves, he says. For workers like Ismail Konate, building transmission lines is more than a job, it's building hope for his village's future. Experts like Dr. Eliane Uwamahoro see a new spirit. This is a true partnership. We're colleagues, solving problems together. The alliance is changing lives, creating opportunity, confidence, and a sense of ownership. From villages to universities, the story is one of tangible change. Reliable energy means more than light, it means a new life. The alliance is empowering a new generation to stay, build, and dream at home. This is the real story: transformation from the ground up. Africa's future is being powered by its own hands. The vision is bold, but challenges remain. Infrastructure, nuclear plants, transmission lines must be built across tough terrain and secured. A smart, robust grid is essential. Without it, power can't reach the people. Human capital is another gap. Training enough nuclear engineers and safety experts takes time. Retaining talent and building a culture of safety is critical. Funding is a test. The alliance must show financial discipline without deep-pocketed Western backers. A strong, independent regulatory agency is non-negotiable to ensure safety and accountability. The dream is ambitious, but success depends on execution, oversight, and trust. The Rwanda-Burkina Faso alliance is a pilot for a bigger vision, a fully integrated, energy-independent Africa. The dream is a continental grid: hydropower, solar, wind, geothermal, shared across borders. This is the African Union's Agenda 2063. Surplus solar in Namibia, lighting up Nigeria. Geothermal from Kenya powering Ethiopia. Scaling up means Pan-African training, harmonized regulations, and homegrown financing. The Traoré Kagame Pact is proof that deep cooperation is possible. Financial sovereignty is key. African banks and investors funding African priorities. If this alliance succeeds, it could spark a cascade of partnerships across the continent. The path is tough, but a new map is being drawn. By Africans, for Africans, two nations, shared power, a new map for Africa's energy. This is Insight Africa, where our future is powered by our own hands.